Hey, what's up, guys? Luke Profit. So today we're going to be talking about the worst possible thing that can happen, if your PayPal gets shut down. Now, this is not really something to worry about. Like I said, the only reason that this is going to happen is if you have a really high rate of cases and that kind of stuff, and just buyers with issues. So as long as you can keep that pretty dang low, like 2 or 3% of your things, you're going to be fine. And remember, this is just people who open like cases and have issues through PayPal. Not eBay. So, as long as you're handling stuff through eBay, you're fine. That's where pretty much everybody, when they have issues, they generally file through eBay, not through PayPal. So, so basically the worst case possible scenario is that your PayPal account gets shut down, and what happens when your PayPal account gets shut down is basically you're not able to receive money to it, you're not able to withdraw money to it, and whatever money is currently in it is locked there for 180 days, so half a year, and you can't take it out until then, and at the end of that time, you can withdraw it to a bank account. So you don't want to keep too much money in your PayPal account. I'd say every time you get to around $1,000, just empty it out and, send it to the bank or whatever, pay your credit cards. Because whatever money you keep in PayPal, you're sort of always at the risk that PayPal could just decide to shut you down and cause problems that way. And I've seen stuff in dropshipping groups where people are like, PayPal shut me down and I had $22,000 in my PayPal, and it's like, why did you have $22,000 in your PayPal? Like, just keep it empty and, you receive money there and then move it on. Because when it's sitting there, you just are at the risk that you're taking the risk that PayPal's going to shut you down. But, it's not something that is super likely to happen, but it's also not something that is, like, easy to control, If you're doing everything the way I recommend, I highly, highly doubt that you're going to have any kind of problems, because as long as you're keeping your rate, basically the main thing would be, if you're violating any kind of policies, yeah, that would be one thing, but the other thing would just be if you're getting too many disputes opened against you. Most people handle disputes and stuff through eBay, so you're fine, but if they decide to try to take it onto PayPal, and you're getting more than, 2 or 3%, of these things are disputes, especially if your account is newer with PayPal, then that could freak them out and have them shut your account down. So yeah, as long as you're doing that stuff, responding to the disputes quickly, and not having very many open in the first place. Like I said, very few people bother to open these, so it's not that big of a deal. But the worst case possible thing that can happen is any money in your PayPal account gets locked down for 180 days, 6 months, and then you can pull it out at the end of that. But that's like the worst case possible thing if your PayPal gets shut down. And even if your PayPal gets shut down, that doesn't mean that you're screwed and you can't sell on eBay anymore, because eBay's fine. It would just be the PayPal. So in that case, if that kind of thing happened, you could have a friend or your wife or whoever else set up an LLC, open a PayPal in just a different name with different information, and then just change it in eBay so that it's sending money to that PayPal instead, and then you can get that money out and get it to yourself. So yeah, that's kind of the worst thing that can happen with PayPal, and a couple little workarounds that you can look into if you have to, but like I said, very, very unlikely that that kind of thing is going to happen to you, because it doesn't happen to too many people. It more happens to people who are using like AliExpress and that kind of thing, where they have problems with the items not really arriving. But we're very straightforward with what we're offering, so the number of buyers that have issues is usually pretty dang low, and so this is not really a big concern if you're following the methods that I'm recommending.
Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you're new to dropshipping and you're trying to figure out how to get started, I've got a full free set of training videos down there, link in the description. It goes over everything you need to know about how to get started making money online. And the average person following my method makes around $500 to $800 profit per month after expenses for each 1,000-item eBay store that they have set up and running. They're really not that hard to get started. If you've got any questions about anything dropshipping related, feel free to hit me up on Facebook. I'll put a link down there, as well as a link to a group that I started with hundreds of other dropshippers that you can join. I post new content on this channel every couple days, so go ahead and subscribe and click the notifications, and I'll see you back here with another video in a couple days.